we all see differently. It is because all of us have different experiences and the person's knowledge is not same as from the others. That is why we perceive the world differently. To make ourselves communicate, we interpret everything of what we perceive in our surroundings. But first, let's go back and understand perception. The question is, what is perception?
The active process of creating meaning by interpreting objects, situations, events, people, and activities by using our own senses is called perception. It involves becoming aware of one's environment in a way that is unique to the individual and is strongly influenced by communication.
The main factors that influences perceptions are past experience, expectation, culture, and knowledge. These factors shape our interpretation of reality.
Through these factors, we are able to see things differently because people have their own different life experiences.
These factors all influence one's perception. The more similar our past experiences, the more similarly we perceive the world. But the more different our life experiences, the wider the gap between us and to the way we view things. Next, we have the barriers to perception.
The first barrier to perception is the perceptual sense. These are the expectations that produce a readiness to process experience in a predetermined way. Next is closure. It means we tend to perceive a complete world. A person's perception can be damaged by reality because of the fact we believe in.
Next, we have the stereotype. The stereotype is something conforming to a general pattern. It is an often untrue belief that many people have about all people with a particular characteristic and represents an oversimplified opinion and judgment. This is an example of stereotype.
Next is the first impression. It is the initial judgment of a person to another person. This situation is an example of first impression.
Uy, nakita mo yung bago nating classmate, si Ateneo? Oo, bakit? Mukha siyang matalino niya. Oo, tama ka dyan. Sa aura niya pa lang, mukha na siyang genius.
Gusto ko makipagbibigyan sa kanya.
Good luck na lang sa'yo.
And that is an example of first impression.
The next barrier is always. It is an erroneous belief that anyone could know all there is to know about everything.
Uy, patulong ka dito sa trigonometry.
Hindi ko alam yan.
Akala ko ba magaling ka dito?
Hindi kaya no, hate ko nga ako eh.
Sorry akala ko kasi may alam ka.
That was an example of ours.
The last one is the inferences. It is an assumption with varying degrees of accuracy. In inferences, we have a fact which is considered to be true based on an observation.
One of the factors that affect our perception is technology. According to Kenneth Jurgen, because of new communication technologies, our knowledge continues to revitalize our attitudes.
We tend to exist in a state of flux, where perception are partial and negotiated rather than be complete. With digital media, you never know what's real and what's the truth. Users must develop the ability to look critically at what they perceive.
Just remember, to increase the accuracy of your perceptions, you have to be more aware that your perceptual processes are personally based on your physical limitation and in your experience. Take your time to be sure you assess a situation correctly. And finally, try to be more open to change how you view things.
Culture, and knowledge. These factors shapes our factors that influences
Readiness, process. Perception is the
This is an example of first impression.
first barrier to perception is the